point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bengals 17. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Burrow on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught at the 20. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 8-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Burrow will throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Ravens 35. Bengals.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. It's a foot race. The 30.
Bring it! Bring it!
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. On second down, here's Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Ravens.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Ravens 49. Bengals 31.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Ravens.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And out.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Tyler Boyd.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. Caught right side, Tate. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Jackson's pass.
And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
No, he almost had it.
Jackson
already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
44-yard line.
Check.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.